everybody. Welcome to another episode of Over the Should podcast, where we ditch the shoulds, rewrite the rules, and step into the power that we were always meant to own. Today, I want to talk about something that literally separates the movers and the shakers from people who are stuck waiting for permission. Confidence. You've heard it before. Confidence is key. But what do you do if you don't feel confident? What if you're walking into that meeting, that conversation, that room, and your inner voice is screaming, "You don't belong here"? I know I've been there. Well, then this episode is for you, because today we're going to be breaking down how to step into your confidence even when you don't feel confident. And trust me, this isn't about faking it until you make it. This is about rewiring your mindset and using proven strategies to step up, take charge, and own your space. So are you in? Good, let's do this. So let's start with this. In life, in leadership, in roles, and the ways that you want to show up in the world, it isn't always about feeling confident. It's about acting confident, even when you don't feel confident, because confidence is an action. It's not a feeling. And a study from Harvard Business Review said that confidence is a more predictive indicator of success than competence. Yeah, you heard that right. A confident person is more likely to get chosen for a leadership role than someone who might technically be better, but lacks self-assurance. On that note, Richard Branson famously, words are hard. On that note, Richard Branson famously said, "If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure if you can do it, say yes, and then learn how to do it later." That's confidence. It's saying yes, it's taking action, even when you're not sure if you can do it, but believing in yourself that you have the capabilities, the tools, and the access you need to learn how to do the things. And let me be really clear with you. Confidence is a skill. Confidence is a muscle. It's something that you develop with practice, time, and habitual reps. So, I like to use nerdy statistics, data, research, and so on to kind of validate the points that we're talking through on this podcast. So I want to talk to you about a really cool research study that came out of the University of Minnesota in 2016. Have you ever heard of the Batman effect? The Batman effect is a well-researched psychological strategy that helps people, kids and adults alike, detach from their self-doubt and step into a more powerful version of themselves. So at the University of Minnesota in 2016, Dr. Rachel White and Dr. Stephanie Carlson set out to study self-distancing. The idea that when you take a step back from your personal struggles and emotions, that you can think more clearly and act more confidently. So the experiment was simple and pretty cool. Researchers asked 4 and 6-year-olds to complete a difficult task. It was a boring computer-based challenge, and the kids were split into 3 groups. One group was told to think about the tasks as themselves. Can I do this? And the second group was told to think about it in the third person. Can your name do this? So can Pamela do this? And the third group of people were told to approach this challenge pretending that they were somebody strong and competent, like Batman or Wonder Woman. The results, the kids who referred to themselves as Batman or Wonder Woman persisted 50% longer at the task than the other 2 groups did. They stayed focused longer and they experienced less frustration. So let's talk about why this works. The Batman effect creates psychological distance. When we see ourselves as someone different, especially somebody who's strong and capable and well-respected, our self-doubt shrinks and our persistence and confidence grow. And this isn't just for kids. Adults can use this exact same strategy in the real world, in high-stress situations, or anytime they want to show up more confidently. Do you want some examples? I feel like at this point, everybody's heard about Beyonce's alter ego. Early in Beyonce's career, she created an alter ego called Sasha Fierce. And Sasha Fierce is who took the stage. When she was embodying Sasha Fierce, she felt confident, even when she as Beyonce didn't feel as confident. And eventually, she didn't need Sasha Fierce anymore. She became the confident person she was pretending to be. So before your next big meeting or big moment, ask yourself, what would my alter ego do? But let's not stop with Beyonce. Let's talk about Kobe Bryant. He became the Black Mamba to handle pressure. Kobe Bryant literally created the Black Mamba to separate his emotions from his performance on the basketball court. He once said, "When I step onto the court, I become something else. I leave my emotions behind and I become the Black Mamba." So if you're ever in a situation where you're feeling that imposter syndrome, where you feel the emotions rise within you, channel that alter ego like Kobe Bryant did. Step into their shoes and distance yourself from your internal emotions to become the next version of yourself that you want to be. I've got plenty for you today. Now let's talk about Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was Britain's first female prime minister. She was told early in her career that her voice was too high-pitched and too weak to be taken seriously. Instead of letting that define her, she studied. She studied powerful male speakers and worked with a speech coach to lower her pitch, slow her pace, and command more presence. By the time she became the prime minister, she had become the confident, authoritative leader she had envisioned for herself. This just goes to tell you, you don't have to naturally be confident. You can train yourself to show up confidently, powerfully, competently. Whatever those leadership traits are that you desire, you take small actions to build those skills to be able to step into that role you're desiring. Now let's pivot to Adele. I personally love Adele, and I was really surprised to learn that she used to have crippling stage fright. She would have full-blown panic attacks before a live performance. Her solution? She created Sasha June. This was a mix of Beyonce's alter ego Sasha Fierce and June Carter. So if you've seen Adele perform now, she's gorgeous, amazing, humorous, confident. She embodies boldness and just everything you could hope to see on a stage. So if somebody like that needed an alter ego to feel confident, it is a-okay that you and I would need one too. So how can you use the Batman effect in your own life? Well, pick your alter ego. Pick a powerful person that you admire or create your own persona. Ask yourself, who is this version of me that doesn't hesitate? How do they show up? What do they look like? What are they saying? And then give this version of you a name. And then use this alter ego in high-stake moments. Before a big meeting, think, what would my alter ego do right now? Before a presentation, ask, how would my alter ego walk into this room? Before a negotiation, remind yourself, my alter ego doesn't play small, so take up space. And then just keep practicing, because confidence is like a muscle. The more time you get, the more reps you take, the stronger you become. Just like Beyonce became Sasha Fierce, you can train yourself to step into your confidence over time. Listen, confidence is an identity shift. And the Batman effect, it isn't just a trick. It is a tool for rewiring your brain, for changing the way that you show up. When you practice the Batman effect regularly, you take on that alter ego, you're not pretending, you're training. Eventually, you won't need that alter ego anymore because you will have become that version of yourself. You will become that version of yourself by doing, by taking action, by flexing that confidence muscle. In addition to the Batman effect and the alter ego, I want to talk about using body language as a technique to enhance your confidence. You know, Ursula from The Little Mermaid had it right. Never underestimate the importance of body language. A study from Amy Cuddy at Harvard shows that holding a power pose for just 2 minutes can increase testosterone and lower cortisol. The translation, your body influences your mind. So before you step into a room, stand tall, shoulders back, uncross your arms, and for the love of everything holy, stop making yourself small. 2 ways to think about a quick power pose is thinking about how Wonder Woman stands, or if you're a yoga enthusiast, think about the mountain pose. Standing tall, roll your shoulders back, feet hip distance apart, and go ahead and place your hands on your hips. Because if you want that instant confidence boost through body language, take up space. Your brain will catch up. And I want you to know that this is not just woo-woo Pamela talking. This is science-based. What we're talking about is called self-directed neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself based on repeated behaviors. So the more you act like that confident person that you want to be, the faster your brain adopts that identity. So let's bring this home. Confidence isn't something that's waiting for you. Confidence isn't the number on the scale or on the size of your clothes. Confidence isn't the number of your bank account. Confidence is something you choose. And the underlying part of confidence, because confidence is a very externally driven factor, is the self-esteem, which is internal. Another way to make sure that you are showing up confidently is to make sure you have a high self-esteem, that you value yourself. I don't mean that you think you are the best person in the whole wide world or the most beautiful. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the self-esteem that says, I am worthy. Because confident people are doing, they are taking action. People with a good, healthy self-esteem are being comfortable with who they are, being aware that they are worthy to take up space and be in that room. The two things need to coexist in order to truly become confident. So today I challenge you, I dare you to become that confident baddie that you already are on the inside. Unearth that version of you. Walk into the room with your head held high. Speak like your opinion matters, because it does. Take up space. Ask for a raise. Take the opportunities before you feel ready. Because here's the truth. The people who increase in confidence, the people who change the world, are not the ones who wait until they feel ready. They're the ones who just start taking action. Small and perfect baby steps. And that, my friend, is how you show up confident even when you don't quite feel it yet. Use your alter ego. Remember the importance of body language. Ask yourself, how would this next version of me show up? And then take action. All right, so that's it for today's episode. If this spoke to you, if you are feeling fired up, if you're ready to stop second guessing yourself and start owning your power, I would love to hear from you. DM me on Instagram at the Pamela Meadows and let me know about one action you're going to take this week to step into your confidence. And if you're ready for deeper transformation, if you're looking for a guide to truly help you build that confidence muscle, you can check out my coaching programs at www.pamelameadows.com. And hey, if you love this episode, share it. Send it to the badass woman in your life who needs to hear it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we are just getting started. Until next time, own your powers. You got this.